So the Gold Bond campaign for the hashtag My Scar Story is a very beautiful way of recontextualizing our relationships with our skin and any scars that we may have. So what has the campaign meant to you?
What has the campaign meant to me? Well, I had a C-section. Um, what was it? 19 months ago now with my son River. And because of that, just my body growing, stretching, having a scar from my C-section, um, I had to look at my body in a whole different way. And I really connected with Gold Bond's campaign of My Scar, My Story, where it's encouraging people to share their real skin stories, embrace their imperfections, embrace their scars. And I don't know, after I gave birth, my whole mindset changed into what is my definition of beauty, and scars are beautiful. And I just really started embracing motherhood, and that came with embracing who I am and my body regardless of any imperfections. So that's kind of why this campaign is super important to me, and why I'm hoping it'll encourage other people to share their scar story and their real skin stories.
That's cool, especially the tattoo that you got in honor of that story. How did you settle on the word kintsugi as the tattoo you would get?
I've wanted it for years, actually. It's something that I thought was really beautiful, how, Japanese pottery, that you repair the broken pieces with gold, and it's considered more beautiful for having been broken. So that's what that word means. And I just feel like my body is so much more beautiful for birthing life and going through surgery and having a scar. I look at that scar and I think, that this is my canvas. This is a beautiful story. And that scar is just a reminder of how strong I am. And I'm more beautiful for that. So it was just the perfect word to kind of honor my scar.
I love that that's the word that you chose because it does reflect that your body is your tapestry, and that it is something that changes and grows, and that everything is the perfect comes with the imperfect, and it also comes with it's the road to the story that you're building throughout your years.
Exactly. It's the journey, and that's what makes life beautiful.
Yeah. So what would the advice be that you would give to someone who is trying to reframe how they see their scar, to try to see it in a more positive way, but they're struggling with it?
If they're struggling with it, I think, you know, I guess it just comes down to changing your mindset, rewiring your mindset around the whole thing. Like, this is your journey. This is your life journey. Maybe you got in an accident, maybe something happened, maybe you were born with that scar. Whatever it is, that's uniquely you. And that makes you, no other person will have the exact same scar that you have. That is your skin. This is your avatar that you're in. And if anything, it's just, yeah, it makes you that much more different than anybody else. And I find that beautiful. And when you embrace that confidence, that energy that you put out into the world is beautiful. Confidence is what beauty is. People get attracted to that light the more confident you are. And, you know, the more you embrace yourself, the more others will be drawn towards you. So I think if you just change your mindset around it, I think that could really help for people struggling with that.
I think that's true. And I'm gonna pivot a little bit to Riverdale, but you had mentioned that confidence is what attracts people to someone, and I feel like that's mainly why people are so attracted to Tony Topaz as a character, the confidence that she embodies. I know in that case, that would be the character you play in Riverdale, and she's changed so much since we were introduced to her in season 2, especially in the finale for season 6. She's everything to Riverdale now. What was that like having to save the town with her friends, then having to give her body up to her ancestor, and then protect her family that includes her now grown son, Anthony?
It's a lot. I mean, Riverdale, like there's so many different, now there's different timelines, there's different dimensions going on. I have loved how Tony has always consistently been a confident, strong person. Before it was a strong student and Southside Serpent, and now mother. So I think, she's changed a lot. She's grown a lot. maybe she's not as, even though she's still really strong, maybe she was more like rebellious in her
Yeah.
years, but so she's definitely a bit more stable now. But yeah, I've loved playing such a strong, independent female character, and I love how now she's become a really key character to the Riverdale storyline.
And it's going to be interesting seeing her go back to high school, but like high school with a twist, as in the 50s. Do you have anything on your wish list that you hope that she gets to experience in that era?
I don't even know. I don't know. I think it's just so exciting. The 50s, I'm just excited to see what they do. I do know there's probably going to be a lot of tension with, when it comes to race relations and things like that.
Mhm.
I have a feeling in segregation. I have a feeling maybe they'll touch on that, which I think would be really, really cool to show that history that happened in America. So maybe there'll be something of that. Maybe there'll be love triangles. Like, who knows? But I'm just excited to see what the writers come up with.
It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the costuming, mostly just to see what her
In the hair.
in the hair and what she's going to look like in the 50s. I'm assuming cigarette pants, maybe in your future, or perhaps even a poodle skirt. Who knows? But is there anything that you are hoping before the series concludes for Choni, that you have in your mind that you'd like to see her either achieve or settle into?
I would love to see parents. I would love to see her have parents. So, because we've met her grandma, we've met her grandpa, we've never met Tony Topaz's family or siblings. Siblings would be awesome. We just don't even know if she has that. So if we could just, go more in depth of besides just partner, baby, and actually knew a bit more about her life, that would be pretty awesome.
It would be, because we have been with her for since season 2. So this is the final season. Being able to see the full expanse of what her family dynamic may have been, even if it's just in the 50s, or I would hope, fingers crossed, in the present, that we'd be able to experience that with her. So you did tease what's going to be, what we could possibly expect in season 7. But as far as like, I have to ask, Choni goes, we did see that there's a bit of a spark that may have ignited between the two of them in the finale. And you did mention love triangles. Should Fangs be concerned?
With the love triangles, I definitely think that there's probably going to be some tension there. I definitely think Choni will be a thing in this new season. That's just me having a feeling about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I know the shippers will be very excited about that. For my final question, since Riverdale is coming to an end, do you have any big dreams of what you want to do next once the show ends?
What I want to do next once the show ends, I would love to dive into other characters, maybe some like action movies. I've always wanted to play like a superhero, I'm not gonna lie. But also writing. I am writing a script right now that I'm really excited about. So I would love to, have that come to light. Maybe see, people can see it on their screens when they manifest that. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Just, constantly working and yeah, on some exciting new projects.
Awesome. So we're manifesting a script coming onto one of our screens one of these days. And for a Marvel or DC phone call, do you have a preference or just any superhero?
Well, they've already done this one, but like if I would have said it would have been Batwoman. But that's already been done. But as you know, as the form, which I know they're going to cast. So but you know, something in that realm one day would be really cool. Maybe a new superhero that we haven't seen.
Oh, awesome. Okay, then manifesting that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was lovely talking to you, Vanessa.
So nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.